And as a scholar of Martin Luther King, I do believe on some kind of non-violent campaign against injustices. Non-violent campaigns involve a collection of facts, evidences, and appealing to the current or the current regime thereof, because you appeal to the government on the issues that actually affect the people of the of the of a society. Um, when the collection of fact has been made very successful, and the opinions have been separated from the facts, you therefore determine from which point of the situation is worsened, and you learn to determine whether the injustices truly exist. And in this case, Kenya, we all know that the cost of living has actually been sabotaged. The economy is bad, the economy is in crisis, and the government actually tend to coerce the people to believe that there is an already set out plan to mitigate the situation. Something I won't talk much about, because as far as I'm concerned, I do believe on talking on issues that I actually have already received, synthesized, and facts that can be worked with. It is also a way of nonviolent. Another way of nonviolent campaign involves the negotiation part of it. This is when the already gathered information has been determined to be true, and the only bet, the only good and recommendable procedure, and recommendable way of achieving the already admired result is a negotiation. In negotiation, there is ways, strategy set up. There's a framework, and this framework is much more or less of a self-purification, where you get to know the facts on the ground and you work barely with the evidence, of which, in case of any deliberate action to make sure a failure of the negotiation, that's when the direct action comes in. Direct action actually involves several factors that, even if the government do not put so much force onto the already discussed issues in the negotiating table, where the decisions are mostly are made, it is always a mistake of the government to ignore and or overlook the grievances that has been pushed to their table from the opposition. Something that I do believe, when Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga will have a chance to sit with His Excellency the President Ruto, should consider a conclusive, decisive, and very factual decisions that will not make people regret having obeyed the instruction by His Right Honorable Raila Odinga, not to go to the demonstration as scheduled earlier before.